Welcome, friends, to New Chapters with Gina. This is a therapeutic coaching series. Each client is a volunteer and has agreed to be recorded. These are real people with real stories, all seeking their own new chapters. The intention here is to share stories and promote healing. I have a healing process that I use, and you will hear me refer to it along the way. This channel or any of the content is not meant to be a substitute for any needed medical attention. This channel is being sponsored by Working Smarter Digital Sales. If you would like to know how you too can earn a passive income and follow your dreams, visit workingsmarterdigitalsales.com. If you would like to follow the journey with me here on the channel, please like, share, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Enjoy the session. Situation and your definition of abundance.
My definition of abundance is, I guess, would be enough wealth to share. I probably need to make that a bit more specific and put some numbers on this joker, so I don't know exactly where it's going to want to go, and then double it. I was telling you earlier that I opened up 2 businesses this past year. And it's expensive opening a business, number 1, and then 2, getting clients, and then number 3, keeping clients and all of that. And so that kind of adds to my financial stress. I just feel like I should be further along than I am for my age. Does that make any sense?
I hear you.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just a little frustrating. I am very grateful for what I have and for the people that I have in my life and the finances that I have now. And I welcome more into my existence.
Absolutely. Wonderful. Wonderful. So you made this statement that I want enough to share. So right now you believe that you don't have enough to share, correct?
I have enough to share a little bit, but not enough to share that I would like to share,
I got you, but I'm challenging you a little bit because I understand that you're saying I don't have enough to share as much as you would like, maybe, but you do have enough to share.
I do have enough to share.
So you do have some matter of abundance.
Oh, I am 100% abundant.
Absolutely. So that's why I wanted to know a little bit more about what your definition of abundance is.
Yeah, and I guess I need to make that one more clear in myself of what it is. And there's health abundance, and there are other kinds of abundance, and I am abundant all around. Stop.
Right, but sometimes
there's going to be a but on it, but
well, a lot of the other types of abundance kind of get fall by the wayside because it's about the dollars and cents, right? But it's not really, because when we're talking about what brings us fulfillment, what makes us happy, what makes life feel abundant, there's so many things that can make life feel abundant that has nothing to do with dollars.
Yeah, you're right.
And when you start to get your track started on that, start there. I am abundant. You got to change the dialogue in your mind, because, and I don't suggest you to lie to yourself, but you don't have to lie to yourself. There are plenty of things going on in your life right now that are abundant, and that you can give attention to those things and run them in the ground. Talk about them all the time. I don't care if you only have 1 or 2 things that you really feel abundant about. Let those be the things that you're talking to yourself about, to everyone about, because the other stuff that you don't feel abundant, that just doesn't deserve your attention. It just doesn't, because the more that you have that you're creating that abundant what am I trying to say, a standpoint, the more you're able to see more things that are abundant, because you can't, if you feel the lack, then you can't see the abundance. In those moments you just can't, because the lack, that's what you're growing. And those moments when you're feeling that lack, you've got that snowball rolling towards the lack, and it's just getting bigger and bigger. Then it starts to overshadow all the good stuff. And it's just not fair to you. It's not fair to all the good stuff. You deserve to feel good. And it's okay to give yourself permission to get off those subjects.
Yeah.
If there's an actionable step that you can take that'll make those things better, then absolutely take those actionable steps. But if there's not one readily available to you, give yourself permission to get off the subject, because there's no amount of beating yourself up and going over and over again in your head that's going to make you feel any better or make the situation any better.
Yeah, I'm good at that one too, beating myself up.
Well, we all get there, and especially once that snowball gets to rolling, right?
Yeah.
It just gets easier and easier to be in that ugly space that we
Mm-hmm.
don't want to be, but we know how to be there. So
Yeah.
you're comfortable being there, even though you don't want to be comfortably uncomfortable, I like to say. But
Yeah.
but we got to create that new train of thought so that we can start having those different experiences. And say, I've made some notes here. Let's see, I'm going to faster way. Okay. So you were also saying that you feel like you should be there. You should already be there. You're wanting the abundance and stuff to happen faster. You feel like it should be happening a lot faster than what it is, right?
Probably
Why do
need
you
some
think
patience.
that?
Because I'm impatient and we're in a society where it's like, now I want it now.
Well, but you do have abundance now.
I do have abundance now, and a lot of that is just remembering
Right.
and
You gotta remind yourself.
not being so narrow-minded towards what I don't have and appreciating what I do have
Hmm.
instead of zoning in and getting the blinders off, to
I
open.
know, because as soon as you start on the old track, like you said, you can't see
Hmm.
anything else. That's all you can see. But the
Right.
good stuff works the exact same way once it becomes second nature.
Right.
But it takes practice. And so in the beginning, you'll be getting going on that new track, and something's going to throw you off course, and you're going to end up right back on that old track again. And it's
Right.
okay. It's going to happen until you get your stability on the new track.
Yeah.
And so why are you judging yourself? Why do you feel like you should already have all this accomplished?
Girl, that is a good question. Why am I judging myself? Hmm. I don't really have a good answer for it either. Fear comes up, judging
Okay.
myself out of fear, out of a lack attitude, judging myself from a victim mentality
Okay.
of
All
a
right.
of a poverty mentality.
Let me ask you a question. If you had a friend that was going through something similar that you're going through, someone that you care about, or a client, I know you like to guide and help people too, and
Yep.
they come to you and they said, I've got this issue that you're talking about. I've got this lack mentality, and I just don't feel like I'm measuring up. I'm not where I need to be, and something's wrong. Is there something wrong with me because I'm like that? What would you tell them?
I would tell them to probably start with some affirmations that they are good enough and that they don't need outside pressure judging them or inside pressure judging them either,
Mm-hmm.
and
Absolutely.
to go gently with themselves.
Mm-hmm. Good advice. Good advice.
Need to
But
take
a
it.
lot of times, we know the answers, right? Our higher self knows, and your higher self just spoke just then
Right.
because you were thinking about, you were coming from a loving place towards another individual.
Mm-hmm.
But you deserve that same consideration.
No, you're
You
right.
deserve that same love and guidance, and it's there. You have it because you
Yeah.
just said it. We just have to remind ourselves and not let this track run the show
Yeah.
because it's just an old program. It's all it is. It's just an old program. It's not who you are.
Right.
Who you are is the one seeing the program play out.
Yeah.
That's who you are. And
Yeah.
who you are gets to choose. We just lose track of that sometimes. And we start to identify, well, I am this like, I am not measuring up, and whatever you say I am, well, that's
You
what
hear
you
it.
are.
Right.
Exactly. And you're going to see the results of that. And you're
Yeah.
going to see the validation of what you say I am.
Good or bad.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And so, just be a little kinder to yourself, remind yourself, and going back to that future sight, there's a future you that knows how all of this is working out for you. And all of this, even when sometimes you're feeling the lack, is a good thing. It's all part of your story. And in the end of it all, we're going to have some great stories. And we
Yeah.
can't have great stories without some challenges,
Yeah.
right? Thank you so much for listening in, and I hope you enjoyed the stories and found value in today's discussion. Keep in mind that sessions will be broken up into different parts and shared on different days. So if you like what we're doing here, please like, share, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. If you would like to know more about our sponsor and more about how you too can earn a passive income and follow your dreams just like me, just visit WorkingSmarterDigitalSales.com. Thank you.